Hey folks, Scott, your Hoosier Marshall. Here on a Thursday afternoon where it is frickin' hot as balls outside. 93 degrees and about 200% humidity. It sucks. I hate this weather. I would much rather have it be 20 below zero than this hot, muggy, humid weather, because at least if it's 20 below zero, I can dress for the weather. Something tells me that if I stripped down naked and ran around the neighborhood because it was too hot, there might be a problem. Just my assumption, anyway. So today, I picked up 3 blends. I stopped in the local tobacco shop, and I think that they can't get Sutliff products anymore, so they're picking up new products. And they had these Casey Jones products in there. This one is Casey Jones, The Last Ride. Other one here, Casey Jones Heroes Blend. And the last one is Casey Jones Beyond Brave. 2 of them I actually really like. The one it's okay. I don't like it too much. It's a cherry blend, and I just cannot find a cherry blend that I care for. So The Last Ride, conducted from 100% black Cavendish made from Green River Burley. Last Ride delivers a smooth yet tangy combination of warm caramel and subtle cherry flavors, much like the legend of Casey Jones. Share and enjoy this American-style aromatic. So it's this one, The Last Ride. My least favorite of them all, and I'm not going to smoke it today. I'll get these jarred up. I wanted to leave them in the package for this video. This one, Heroes Blend. Engineered from golden Virginias and silky black Cavendish. Heroes Blend is an American-style aromatic tobacco. The flavor is smooth and sweet, with a rich note of warm vanilla that creates a truly crowd-pleasing aroma. And I do like this one. And the wife likes this one. She actually likes this better than this one, and the other one better than the one with the cherry in it. Then the Beyond Brave. The Railway line has expanded to include an American-style aromatic tobacco. This nutty vanilla blend carries a base of smooth black Cavendish, a bite-free Burley, and bright Virginias that burn beautifully in any smoke box. Enjoy the ride. This one is good too. I believe that I enjoy the Heroes Blend. Oh, is that right? I don't want to tell you wrong. I think it's the Heroes Blend a little better. I'm not that. I've only had them for a few days, so I'm not that familiar with which one is which. I don't want to tell you wrong. Yeah, the Heroes Blend. I think this one is a little more to my liking, but I don't mind either one of them. So we might as well go ahead and take a pause while I pack my pipe with some of this Heroes Blend. All right, she's packed. Let's fire it up. Oh. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I forgot my tamper, so I guess have to improvise. Worked fine. Oh yeah. Did I mention it's hot as balls? Jesus Christ, this sucks. Yeah. The cut of this stuff is whoa, where'd you go? Hang on. There we go. I got inspired by the tunnel take. He's been using his gimbal. So it inspired me to get mine out and put it in the face tracking mode, which works pretty good until it loses your face. And then you have to redirect it. But anyway, if I can show you the cut of this stuff, it's like a mix between a ribbon cut and a shag cut. Um, but it's pretty, it's easy to pack and easy to light and keep wet. Yeah, you can tell that I'm going to like this. They've never had it in that shop before. I went in there and they have all three flavors, all three blends. Um, like I said, I still have not found a cherry blend that I like. I just can't stand. You would think cherry, oh, that's got to be good, and everybody thinks it smells so good, but they just don't taste good. That's a little better. I turned my fan off because I didn't want it blowing in the background, but it's just too damn hot out here. I had to turn it back on. Now, that's a huge difference. Moving a little air. But I have found, I sit out here in front of a fan smoking my pipe. My pipe doesn't smoke the same. It doesn't taste the same. That air blowing at me, for some reason, it doesn't. It blows the smoke away too quick before I can enjoy it. At least in my opinion. Maybe that sounds stupid, but it does. It makes my pipe smoking experience different for me. So I'm home from work, and this is my 3-day weekend. And I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do because we're supposed to have rain and storms pretty much all 3 days. But this is Indiana, and you never know what the weather is going to be until you wake up in the morning, open your eyes, and look out the window. Because you can't trust the weathermen at all. Smoking this Shalom straight bulldog I got at the Columbus Pipe Show last year for like $15, and I've had it for pretty much a year now, and it's turned out to be a pretty good smoking pipe. The stem is kind of narrow. I wish it was a little wider. It kind of feels different in my mouth than the other pipes that I have, but that's the only complaint I have about it. I I like the look of a bulldog pipe. This one, ha, Kind of goes along with the Casey Jones and the Railroad. So I got the old smokestack of a steam engine hanging out of my mouth. So you saw the video I put out yesterday of the fishing that the wife and I have been doing. That was just a few little clips I edited together because I didn't feel like sitting down in front of a camera and talking and making a video yesterday. So I thought I would play around and just edit a little video in there for you. But we are enjoying ourselves this summer. Getting out, doing things. The last weekend, she was on vacation, so I took a few days off. I was off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with her. Friday, we took our ATVs and went to Bundy Hill ATV Park in Jerome, Michigan. We had fun. I tried to be a little daring and about killed myself, but I survived. I tried to climb a hill I shouldn't have been trying to climb, and found out the hard way I'm not 20 years old anymore. But I'm here. We were there for about 4 hours, loaded up, came home, hooked the boat on the truck, went to the lake, went fishing. We did pretty well. Matter of fact, we were doing so well that dark clouds started to roll in. It started to sprinkle a little bit. But we were doing well, so we ignored it and we kept fishing until it was too late. And one of us said, I think maybe we should start heading towards the truck, get this boat off of the water. And put the trolling motor up, jumped in the back, started up the main engine, kicked it in gear, and all hell broke loose. Just a holy downpour. But it had been so hot that day that cold rain coming down on us, even though it was coming down hard and beating on us, and we got completely soaked, it felt good. So we got back to the boat ramp, got the boat loaded, took off. I got about 5 miles down the road, and it had not rained at all when we got home. Had not rained at all here where we live. It was muggy and humid. The next day, I decided that I wanted to go cut some wood. So we hooked the log splitter on the truck, grabbed my chainsaws. We went, cut a bunch of wood, started to split it up to load it in the truck, and it downpoured again. So we just kept splitting wood in the downpouring rain because it felt good. Came home, put the truck in the garage, and the next day I unloaded and stacked the wood. Sunday, hooked the boat on the truck, went to the lake again, and we were enjoying ourselves until it downpoured on us again when we were on the farthest end of the lake away from the boat ramp that you could be when the downpour came. So again, we hauled ass across the lake in the pouring rain, and it felt good. But that's okay. We're enjoying ourselves. Monday didn't work. Hooked the boat on the truck, went to the lake again. Caught a few fish, had fun, enjoyed each other's company, came home, enjoyed the rest of the day. For that weekend, life was good. Now this weekend we're off. Let's hope life is just as good. Speaking about life being good, you all know, most of you anyway, know what I do for a living. And Yesterday morning, I was sent to a home for a man in his mid 60s who had collapsed and was unconscious, unresponsive. Uh, it took me a few minutes to get there, ran in the house, and his wife was there, just hysterical. So I jumped in right away, performing CPR. Get the AED hooked up, start CPR. For what seemed like an eternity, and I don't know how long it was, but it seemed like an eternity until I was near exhaustion, and I had to ask his wife to jump in and do some chest compressions so I could take a break and catch my breath. Um, and then I had her step back, and I jumped in again until I finally heard sirens in the background, which I knew was the fire department coming. And they came with their crew and took over. And they have the Lucas machine is a machine that goes around a person's body, and you turn it on, and it does the compressions for you, so you don't have to be exhausted from doing chest compressions when someone is in need of CPR. Um, Eventually, another set of sirens in the background, and it's finally the ambulance. And they take over care. They hook their monitors up to the person. They ended up drilling a hole in the bone in his leg and pumping him full of, I can't even think of it now, whatever they put in there to it escapes me now, to try to rejuvenate the person. I'm not a paramedic, but I do know what it is. I can't think of it right now. But after all of our efforts, he didn't make it. And I know it's a natural part of life, and things like this happen every day. I've responded to calls like that many, many times, but I absolutely hate it. It's hard. It's hard on the person. Extremely hard. You try everything you can try, but it didn't work. Um, Honestly, 25 or so years of doing this and responding to calls like that many times, there's probably out of it all like 3 times that I've had to do CPR on someone that they actually survived. And that's not because I suck at doing CPR, it's just the odds of it all. When you show up, you hook your AED pads to the person, turn on your AED, and it tells you no shock advised, you know that's not good. Not good at all. But you have to try. You have to try your ass off. This guy's wife was right there with me, hysterical, screaming, crying. And at first, I couldn't really say or do anything to try to comfort her because I had to do what I needed to do um, until help arrived. And then I could step back, catch my breath, and try to comfort her. So he didn't make it. The fire department ends up leaving. There's a whole process of things that you have to do. Uh, their doctor has to be called, told what happened, see if they will sign the death certificate. You have to notify a coroner, and then ultimately you have to talk to the family, in this case his wife, and tell her she needs to decide what funeral home she wants for her husband. And clearly she's hysterical after going through what she just went through and watching what happened and what everyone pouring into her house was doing to her husband. And then knowing that our efforts didn't work, she just lost her husband. What do you really say to these people? You know what? You try everything to be comforting and be understanding and be empathetic, but there's nothing you can say that's going to make it any better. And everyone left. I stayed with her and her husband's body until the funeral home came to take possession of the body. Very difficult thing to do. That was probably 45 minutes. Very difficult, very painful, very stressful. Um, and you walk away, leaving her there. Thankfully, she had a few family members that did show up then. But you walk away knowing that you failed. You failed, and her life has totally changed. And I know from what we went through when we lost our son, I know exactly everything that woman has to go through, what she went through after I left the house, what she's going through today for the next few days, and then for the rest of her life. But like I said, it is a part of life. We're all going to go someday. But I find it very hard when I'm the one who shows up and starts the efforts to save someone, only to have to walk away telling the family you're sorry. So it sets you back. But you can't let it keep you down. You understand that it is a part of life. It's part of the job. It's part of what happens in this world. But the rest of the day yesterday, I was kind of upset and not in a good place, and couldn't wait for the day to end. So, and honestly, I couldn't wait for my wife to get home so I could talk to her. And she is the person that I go to debrief, to decompress, to blow off steam, to vent. She knows that, and I do the same for her with her job. So we have each other's backs, and we help each other through everything. But I just wanted to share that story with you and let you know what my day was. So like I said, I'm finished with work today, and I have 3 days off, and I want to go have some fun and be a little stress free. So um, anyway, if you haven't already, or at least get yourself some and try these Casey Jones blends because they're pretty good. And hopefully we get to go out and go fishing this weekend and or do something and have fun. And I'll be editing some more fishing clips together. Um, we are planning a motorcycle trip in mid-July. It's something we haven't done in about 6 years. We used to do it every year. Take a nice vacation, take a trip on the motorcycle, just take off and have a general direction of where we wanted to go and ride until we got tired of riding for the day, get a hotel room, and do it all again the next day until we decide it's time to come back home. So I know the weekend of the 9th, we're going to Columbus, Ohio for the pipe show. But I think I'm going to take the next weekend after that off, and we're going to head back that direction on the motorcycle to go to Hocking Hills and spend some time roaming around there and see the wonders of nature that are there. I've never been there. I've heard a lot about it. I know people who have been there. I've looked it up on the internet, watched YouTube videos. And I already know she's going to make this chubby old guy do some trail hiking, so I'm prepared. So I told her I'll do the hiking with you, but I saw videos on YouTube where people were doing rock climbing, and I draw the line. I'm not freaking doing that. So that's our plan anyway. So until my next video, Scott, your Hoosier Marshal, saying, make sure you always take the time to tell those you love what they truly mean to you, because you never know when it just may be too late. Thanks for watching.